Hello everyone, Loganator here, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. In many of my previous videos, I've made some sort of fighter jet or other vehicles in some such form, but they weren't truly fighter jets, they just looked like it. But that's all changing today as I downloaded a mod called BDArmory. And if you want to use the parts that I use in this video, I'd consider downloading the same mod to try it out for yourself. That being said, let's go to the first vehicle. Okay, so here's our first vehicle, a kind of next-gen fighter jet, which I called the FLN-8R. If you know, you know. And it has missiles attached. Let's see if they work. Okay. Full throttle. Let's get some control in here. And first of all, let's see if the plane actually flies. Yes, it does. Quite well. Kind of hard to see with these little wing things. Alright, let's give the missiles a go. Right, they're very good at crashing into my plane. Let's see if we can turn back for a landing. Right. Came in a little hot there. Let's give that another go. Alright, let's fire our first missile. That's pretty good. Let's fire another one. And let's return to base. Fox 2, if I didn't say it earlier. Coming in a little too hot. Oh. Right, let's move on to the next aircraft. So this one I call 2010's Climax, and we're going for a bit of a rocket this time instead of a airplane, and you'll see why it has this name in just a little bit. So let's go ahead and launch it. Alright, full power, and let's go. Wow, haven't used these rockets before, or these engines. Very stable craft. So yes, I call this the 2010's Climax because it is a space laser. In many movies in the 2010s, the climax of the movie involved a laser from space or in the sky, and this is a space laser. Anyway, let's move on to the next vehicle. Okay, here we have what I called the Fighting Fox, in reference to the fox bat because of the pretty long nose, although I have used this cockpit before. I guess it's kind of similar to like a Russian jet-ish. But anyway, let's see if it flies. Looking pretty good so far. Bit of a rough, well, kind of front heavy. Okay, very front heavy. Oh, that might be why. Didn't turn SAS on. Alright, those engines are definitely pretty strong. Let's go over here. Alright, let's see if this stuff works. Oh my. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Alright, let's turn back to base. Maybe a bit too fast for a landing. Now we can try a landing. Okay, well I guess a grass landing is better than a crash landing, but I guess any landing is better than a bad landing. Anyway, let's move on to the next vehicle. Alright, so here we have our next vehicle, which I named the Thor-Curie. Might look a little familiar to some of you. But anyway, let's give it a go. Alright, out on the runway, looking decent so far. Hopefully these wings give enough lift. Let's get all this ready, and let's take off. Oh, it actually flies. I'm surprised this wing area gives enough lift. Alright, going a little too fast. Going about 1,000 meters per second. Drop our payload without blowing up, going Mach 25. I guess having a 6, or I guess technically 36 scramjets would make you go pretty fast, even at low power levels. Let's see if we can do a barrel roll in this thing. Oh, kind of. Whoa, okay. A little unstable. Let's try and turn back. What happened to my... Oh no. Oh no. Chat, I think we're screwed. Chat, I think we're cooked. Kind of out of fuel. No stabilizer. And we're kind of going the wrong way. Let's see if we can bring this in for some kind of landing. Well, we lost the engines, but they didn't have fuel anyway, so who needs them? Right, well, at least the Kerbal survived. That's all that counts. That being said, thank you everyone so much for watching. Consider liking and subscribing for more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone!